Hi magical hands, welcome to this pattern drafting tutorial. This tutorial is for the pattern drafting of this beautiful draped corset. So if you want to know what's up, make sure you're a subscriber, and let's get into this video proper. There is a detailed tutorial on how to draft out your basic bodice pattern. Do well to check the link in the description for that if you're a beginner. So this is what we are about to recreate, and I'm going to start indicating the lines, what they stand for. I have my shoulder line, my armhole line, I have my bust point, I have my under bust, and then I have my top full length, which is where the top will be stopping. So the next line I want to get now is the chest line, which I'll be using 6 inches. That's because I want it to be quite high. This is a draped corset. I don't need my boobs showing, so I want the chest line that high. Couple with the fact that I'm quite busty, so if you are busty, you might want to also use 6 inches downwards as well. So now that I have my chest line, that is where the whole work is going to be starting from. So I'm going to indicate that part as my chest line, and that is where our whole workings are going to start from. So that point is going, which is going to be the highest part of this corset, is going to be our focus point. So the top part is going to be my yoke, and I'll not be needing that part at all. So now I'm going to go ahead and define my chest line. Now at the center part, I'll come down by 1.5 inch, and then I'll go ahead with my curve ruler to connect it in a canoe form in order to have my chest line defined. So this is now our actual chest line, and this is going to be what we are going to be working with. Now I'm going to go ahead and start marking my nipple to nipple measurement from my bust point to the top full length. Your nipple to nipple measurement, which is also your apex measurement, is your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Whatever you have, divided by 2, and that is what you will mark. On the other bust, I went 1 inch apart from the apex line. On the top full length, I went 1 inch apart from the apex line. Now I connected the 1 inches apart together with a straight line as seen, and then I'm going to go ahead to get my under bust cup. This is what I normally do for my bustier, for my corset. This is how you get your cups and the rest, but at this point it will stop at the bust point. It's not going to exceed that point. That's because we have a total up view. So now from the chest line, that point I told you was our it's going to be our focal point. I'm going to now connect, I'm going to extend this apex line to that point. That is going to be our focus view. Please try to make sure that your lines are not too sharp. Make sure it is a bit curvy. I'm going to use my red marker to start shading off that part, because we are going to be cutting out that part in order to get the defined cup we want. So I've succeeded in getting that line. I'm about to get the second line now. At the top full length, I marked 2 inches. On the other bust, I marked 2 inches. On the bust point, I marked 2.5 inches. And then on the chest line, I marked 4 inches. I'm going to go ahead with my ruler and connect those lines together. Make sure that your points are not too sharp. If it's sharp, try to make it a bit curvy. So now I'm going to start marking my round measurement divided by 4 on the pattern paper. Now that I've marked it on the under bust, I'm going to mark, and then I'm going to replace the 2 inches I'll be cutting out because of the dart. So I'm going to go ahead and replace it. I'm not adding any sewing allowance. I'll add that up while cutting this pattern paper on my fabric. So now that I have all of that sorted out, if you're a beginner, trust me, this tutorial is going to come in handy. Just by watching the pattern drafting tutorial, the full basic bodice tutorial, this tutorial is going to come in handy. The next thing we are trying to achieve now is this beautiful curve at the bottom line, like look, this back waist line looking thing. So in order to achieve that, I'm going to split up the patterns. I'm going to start cutting up, especially this part that we are going to be cutting out, in order to help me get what I'm looking for accurately, because this is going to be a bit hindrance, you get. So now that I've cut that part out, I'm going to go ahead and close it up. I'll just use my tape to hold it together for the meantime, depending on when I am done, and then I'll split it up again. So go ahead to clip yours together to get accurate measurements. Now from that point, I'll mark 1 inch in, out, and then at the other end, I'm going to mark 2 inches or 2.5 inches upwards. Now I'm going to go with my curve ruler to connect this in. So after I was done connecting this in, I wasn't okay with the curve. I felt it wasn't defined enough, so I went in with my free hand to define it more. So if you're not okay with your curve as well, like me, feel free to do the same thing. Be creative about your work. So now that I'm done with that, guys, we are done with the front piece, and it's time for me to start cutting my patterns into parts. Now this is more like it. I have everything out, so I'm going to indicate them 1 to 3 in order to mix them up. In drafting the back piece, I'm going to be needing the number 3 of my front piece in order to get the full length of the back piece. So this way it is very easy because I don't have to draft another basic bodice pattern. I just need the full length of the back piece. So now that I have the full length, I'll draw that a straight line across that point, probably to the end, depends on how wide you are. So I'll just draw a straight line across it, and then I'm going to try to get the basic points, which is the under bust, the bust point, and the chest line. So I'm going to mark those points. Instead of drafting a fresh pattern paper, I've been able to achieve this with the help of using the side front piece. So now I'll make straight lines across as seen, and then I'll go ahead and mark 1.5 inch for my zipper allowance. But if you do not intend to make use of a zipper allowance, it's fine. You can go ahead and trash that out and you can lace the back of this. But I wanted this to have a zip. I don't want to lace this, so that is why I am using a zipper allowance. So I'll go and indicate that 1.5 inch as my zip. Now indicate the size for what they stand for, so we know how we are working with this. We have the bust point, under bust, and the full length. Next thing, I'll mark my 4.5 inches, which is my apex measurement, just like we marked in the front piece. I will mark from the bust point to the under bust and to the full length, and then I'll connect the lines together up to my chest line, which is the top part of this pattern paper. So now at the under bust, I'm going to mark 1 inch apart. It's almost the same thing we did with the front piece, and on the full length I will mark 1 inch apart. Now I'll go ahead and connect the 1 inches apart with a straight line as seen, and then I will slant it up to the chest line, and this will be the dart for the back piece. So slant it up as seen, and you will see the beautiful dart will be getting out. I'll go ahead with my red marker to shade that part out to indicate that I'll be cutting that part out because that part will no longer be needed because she has served her purpose already. Now I'll go ahead and start marking my round measurements. Once I mark my round measurements, I'm going to replace whatever it is I'll be cutting out from that red box. So make sure to do this. And for the sewing allowance, like I mentioned, I'll be applying it while I'm cutting this pattern paper on my fabric. So I repeat the same process from my under bust to my full length. I'm going to mark my round measurement divided by 4 there, and then I'll replace whatever it is I'll be taking out from that box. Connect all those points together with a straight line up to the chest line, which I didn't indicate, but obviously the starting point of this pattern paper is our chest line. Now I'll go ahead with my scissors and I'll start cutting them into parts, and that's been done. Our tutorial is almost coming to an end. So guys, to my new subscribers, thank you for joining this family. To my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. And guys, we just hit 1,000 subscribers. I have been so excited. I am sorry our uploads have been taking time. I've been in school, probably you must have seen my vlogs and all, but not to worry, I have loads and chunk of tutorials coming for all of you. So now I have my back piece splitted in 1 and 2, so it is good to indicate your pattern paper so you don't have them mixed up. Now to get the results of this pattern, make sure to click in to watch the part 2. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.